What's up, folks? It's your buddy Fatalroadie. Tonight we're going to be doing the recap of Raw. Started off, surprisingly, with no recap of what happened last week or whatever. We opened up with the Three Stooges sitting in the ring. The Miz starts to say respect, then Kurt Angle comes out and sets up a battle royal for the #1 contender for the Intercontinental title. We really didn't know who half the people, if you saw, they really didn't introduce anybody. They were like 5 people. The Big Show, Jeff Matt Hardy, Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel, and Finn Balor. They cut the commercial, and then everyone's in the ring. Apparently, it's a 15-man battle royal. For the most part, it was nothing but the mid-carder locker room. It was actually going pretty good until Flashy McWyatt comes in and throws Finn Balor out of the ring and then disappears. But after a flurry of eliminations, Jeff Hardy wins. I was actually thinking that Jason Jordan was going to win it because that would have put a slight little spin on the story of Kurt Angle giving favoritism to Jason Jordan. But that's cool. So next week, Jeff Hardy faces The Miz for the IC belt. But just when you thought that we were getting away from the intro of Raw without any recaps, they give us one of SummerSlam, which goes to our next match, Enzo Amore versus Noam Dar. So Enzo's now a cruiserweight, and he's still cutting long-ass promos, running his mouth. That's one thing he needs to drop. It's old. I wouldn't even call this a good match. Enzo won it. Okay. We then have Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar coming out. Paul Heyman's running his mouth. Long story short, too late. Brock Lesnar says he's taking Braun Strowman to Suplex City. We then go to a pair of singles matches. Seth Rollins versus Cesaro. They introduced Seth Rollins, and after a very grueling, long recap of the BS that was going on between Cena and Roman Reigns, they finally intro Cesaro. Cesaro won it due to distractions from the outside. After the match, Sheamus starts stripping down to his ring attire and tells Dean Ambrose that he has a match with him now. So, okay, we have a match, Dean Ambrose versus Sheamus. It was an okay match. Dean Ambrose won, so I guess you can say in the long run it was 50-50 booking. Sheamus and Cesaro's team won one, and Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins' team won one. I guess we'll be seeing this matchup for the next 3 weeks. We then have Emma versus Mickie James again. Bruh. I really didn't understand where this match was trying to go. They had a backstage bit, which was appalling, for lack of a better term. Emma won it. She finally won a match. And can someone please keep the microphone away from her as well? There's a list of Raw superstars that really should not have a microphone. Alicia Fox is one of them. Luke Gallows is another. And Emma. We then come to this contract signing with John Cena and Roman Reigns. John Cena comes out and cuts a promo on Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns comes out, he cuts a promo. Both of them sign the contract. They keep going back and forth. This took entirely way too long. That seemed to be an ongoing thing through this entire episode. Things were just drawn out way too long, to the point where I was starting to lose interest. Then the club comes out, starts running down Cena and Reigns, challenges them to a match. So we have Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson versus Roman Reigns and John Cena. The team of Reigns and Cena won it. It was a completely pointless match. I saw no point in it. It was just, let's throw these two against these two. It kills time. We then have a bit where Elias Sampson comes out, once again being introduced as just Elias. Plays a song, Running Down Memphis. Jerry the King Lawler comes up and says, I don't know, I wasn't listening to him. He introduces Pelvis Wesley, who is Heath Slater from Southpaw Wrestling. He comes out and tries to dance with Elias. Elias beats the crap out of him. Another bit that I saw absolutely no point in. After a drudging 10 minutes of more recaps and stuff that just annoys the hell out of me, we finally come to our main event, Sasha Banks versus Alexa Bliss. After a sludge of a show, we finally have a decent match. And I will say, this is the only good match in the entire night. There was a good bit of back and forth between the two of them. I enjoyed the match. Alexa Bliss won her title back, which kind of bothers me because it brings back the hot potato issue that was done with the women's title with Charlotte and Sasha Banks and with other belts in recent days. As Alexa Bliss is celebrating in the ring, Nia Jax comes out. Before she tries to celebrate with Alexa Bliss, she immediately levels Sasha Banks in the corner. Nia Jax hoists Alexa Bliss up on her shoulders. Everybody's cheering. You can clearly see Nia Jax's face turn, and she drops Alexa Bliss to the mat. Nia Jax stands tall, holding the women's title, so I guess that's going to be our next storyline with Alexa Bliss. This Raw straight out sucked. The only good matches they had was the women's match and the Battle Royal. After that, everything else just straight sucked. All the promo bits and stuff like that, I could have just done without. It drug too long and was just a waste of time. They could have stuck matches in there and have been a little better. That'll do it for this episode of Raw Recap. I'll be back tomorrow for the SmackDown review. Leave a comment down below what you thought of tonight's Raw, what you thought of this video. If you like it, please hit that thumbs up button. Please share and subscribe. I've been Fatalroadie. You've been awesome. Thank you very much for watching. And remember, it's too loud, you're too old. See ya.